Hello everybody, today's video is going to be about shoelaces, one of the most overlooked details in men's shoes. I'll tell you a little bit about some of the differences as well as how they can make an ordinary shoe look extraordinary.
Hello everybody, it's Robert Powers.
4.5 out of 5. My shoe collection. Some stains there. Let's get a nice lather. Here is the finished product. I'm not a professional. How tight this is though. Old pair of Allen Edmonds torn apart. Look at that gloss. And here they are finished up. Okay, so I'm pretty excited. I came home here late from work and look what I found sitting on the ledge, right? I got a little shipment here from the Hanger Project, Kirby Allison's Hanger Project. I ordered a couple things. I've already used this product before, but I got a little bit different shade of color. I got some sapphire. Oh, this stuff smells wonderful. A Bordeaux, okay? And by the way, you may recognize these shoes from a previous video I've done. The video was the Kilgore French and Stanberry color change shoe video, and on that video I re-dyed those mahogany, and I used would make sense mahogany shoe polish, but the mahogany sapphire, okay, is going to be a different shade than mahogany Fiebing's leather dye. So it's about getting the right color. So what I found was that the mahogany dye, and I'll show you the two, was actually, it's hard to tell, but this mahogany color here is a little browner than the mahogany Fiebing's leather dye. This Bordeaux is purpler, and this is really what I wanted. Okay, so it's a little bit more on the purple side. So that being said, anyway, here, let's get to the real subject at hand. The other thing that I purchased from the Hanger Project, these are the Sovereign grade laces. Now the particular ones I got, this is style number 455, 75 centimeter, that's the length, okay? And that's easy to determine the length. You just basically, you know, take your old ones, you measure them, right, with a, you know, tape measure or whatever. The old ones were actually, okay, they're almost the same. They were just a hair short, but these are actually about the same size, so that should work out just fine. Now let me show you why, okay? I re-dyed these shoes. The shoes were a light to medium brown, so brown laces worked with a brown shoe, but now I've got this, you know, oxblood mahogany shoe with the brown laces. I think it looks, you know, the color's just off. And here's something else. If you look at them, they're fraying. Can you see right there, right? The laces are frayed. They just have a low quality look to them. They're fraying across here. I don't know if they're waxed or not. Here's another tip. Sometimes I've just bought kiwi shoelaces from CVS Pharmacy or something like that when my shoelaces broke, and they're generally unwaxed. I found the unwaxed laces don't tie very well, okay? So look at the quality. This is hard to show on camera because you know, you really need to look at it closely. I'm going to see if I can get the camera to zoom in real close. So these are flat laces, okay? You see the lace shape is actually flat. So this is a narrow, flat lace, right? You can see this is a round shoelace. Can you see that quality on the surface? Look how tight the weave is on the Sovereign grade laces. They're waxed. They have a little bit of a sheen to them. These are, you know, fuzzy and hairy. Now, granted, these are old and these are new. I get that, right? But let's see what they look like after we put them on. But first, let me show you. Here are some of the laces that come with. I'll compare the Sovereign grade to what comes on a pair of Allen Edmonds McAllisters. They're not bad, but I think the Sovereign grade are actually definitely nicer, tighter weave, okay? And then let me show you what comes on a pair of new old stock. This is a pair of Allen Edmonds made in sometime in the 80s. They're actually a little more similar. See that weave style there? Okay. So I'm going to cut the camera off. Oh, you know what I'll do? So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to lace them, maybe a little bit different method. Bar lacing is nothing special, and I've seen other videos on YouTube about them. So I will show you the way I bar lace them, which I think is the best way. And I cannot honestly tell you where I got it from or if I just figured it out myself. It's not that complicated, you know. I mean, there's only so many ways to lace a shoe. Now, first of all, here's something you're going to notice. Number of eye stays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is a 5 eyelet shoe. Allen Edmonds McAllister. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eyelets. Here's an Allen Edmonds Fifth Avenue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eyelets. Now, oh, by the way, you see how the come untied a little easier? I don't know if these are waxed or not, but the unwaxed one seems to come untied easier. I'm going to bring that back up in a second. Do you see how these are laced? And you see there's the one lace that has to crisscross. Okay, that's going to be important. I'll tell you why. So first, I'm going to pull them through. And I want to try and keep it flat. Try not to let it twist. With the round lace, you don't have to worry about that. So, okay, I've got that one there. And then on the top here, with an uneven number of laces, I'm going to want them a little bit uneven. See, I've got that. Now, let me get the camera a little higher angle. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one. And by the way, guys, I know my finger, I've gotten lots of comments on it. I don't have fingernail fungus, okay? They just grow crooked. I've damaged the cuticles from working on cars for years or whatever reason. I don't bite my nails, they just grow crooked, okay? So I apologize, right? So, you're gonna have to live with it. So, on the underside, I'm gonna take this first one up. You see that? Just take it straight up, right next to, okay? Then it's just gonna go straight across. Okay? And then keep it flat. Now, this same one I'm still working on, I'm gonna skip a hole, okay? Don't go here, skip one. Okay? And leave that there. Now this one, see this came up from this hole here, goes through that open hole. So in essence, it's skipping one. Wrap around, straight across. Okay? And then skip one, and it just is going to come straight out. Okay? This one goes over. Okay. Oops, I did that wrong. The outside in. Okay. I'm going to try to keep it keep it from twisting there. You want to keep it flat. And then now it does have to crisscross across. So the reason I'm bringing up that crisscross there, you see, and let me put the shoe tree back in. You kind of have to take the shoe tree out to get the lace in the bottom. So, you tighten it up a little bit here. Okay. And now you see the length is wrong. Okay. I don't know if you can tell. So that's not horrible. I should have made the other one longer, but anyway, so I'm just gonna, this one goes here. See, it's kind of complicated, but, so I'm gonna pull a little bit out, and now it goes down to here, so I'm gonna pull the slack through there, and then it comes up here, and this comes here. Okay, there, almost perfect. Okay, now we can knot it. Let me get these laces a little tighter. Ah, that looks so much better. Okay, now, look at that, right? Get some fingerprints all over these. Right? Now look how elegant that looks. Look how nice and flat they lay, right? Little details. I really believe it does make a difference. Okay, compare it to this one. Beat up laces with a wrong color. Okay, and by the way, like I said, although I haven't tested these, okay, so I'm going to test that to make sure they don't kind of come untied, they stay. They feel good though. You can tell even just from the way you pull them tight and the way you pull this through. Okay, they feel like they're gonna hold really well. Okay, and look how nice you see the waxed laces. They'll stay up rather than just flopping around. You see that? That's pure elegance right there. And I like this. I like this look here with the flat, narrow flat laces. It's exactly what I wanted. His website was out, but I was going to even mess with some of the colored ones. And I can show you here some colored laces in a second. There we go. They're both done. Doesn't it look awesome? Right? Look at that. Just looks so crisp and sharp. Now, by the way, let me compare. Okay, when you've got even versus odd number of eyelets. So the math doesn't quite work out. So you see here, there has to be one that crisscrosses, okay? Because what happens is when you have like here a 6 eyelet shoe, because because what you're really doing is the bottom eyelet, is the center, and then the top eyelet, the laces don't really, they don't have to weave across. So when you take out this top two, you've got 2 eye stays for the left lace and 2 for the right. In other words, it's an even number, works out evenly. So when you have 5, you take off the top eye stays and the bottom, you've got 3. That means one of the left lace has to cross twice and the right one crosses once. So in other words, with odd number of eyelets, you end up with both laces on one side of the shoe. One of them has to crisscross, okay? When you have an even number of eyelets, that's one little tiny reason I like Allen Edmonds shoes. Then the math works out, and you don't have to crisscross any. So, but I think this is a good way to lace them because you have the minimum amount of crisscrossing. Okay, so okay, now here's another look here. You see, obviously, I've put some blue laces in now, just as a comparison. First of all, compared to the Kirby Allison's, the Sovereign grade laces. Can you see they are, the texture's not as fine, right? They do have a little bit of fuzz, I guess, I don't know the technical term, fuzz on them. These are a little more casual lace. Also, do you see how large the diameter is? I'll compare these to the Allen Edmonds, the old Allen Edmonds, really thin laces. So I would not put this thick of a round lace on a dress Oxford like this. But you see how it does change the look? And I think this looks good. This is like a darker blue, medium to dark blue, compared to like even a light blue like this, where this is really obviously very more fashion forward. You'd want to make sure you're wearing matching corresponding blue. This is a pretty stark difference, so you're going to have to be careful what kind of environment you wear this in. If this is a casual scene where you're going out, you want to be noticed or stand out, that's great. Obviously I wouldn't do this kind of thing on an interview environment. I mean, it depends. Wedding, maybe, if you're not in the wedding, I guess, probably depends where you are. Business environment, it really depends what you do. If you're in a finance or law, probably not. You just have to use your own judgment on whether you think this is going to be appropriate or not. But there's just another little look you can do. And the laces are very easy to change, especially here in a derby. It's very easy to change them. They're very easy to remove. You can pull them out and you can relace them here, probably in a matter of a couple minutes. You can really do that, you see. So, it's pretty quick to change them out. So, like I said, there's just some other options for you. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some tips. Like I said, the laces, it's a really easy thing to change. It's not permanent at all by any means. And by the way, I may not have mentioned this, the Kirby Allison Sovereign grade laces, you can look at it a couple ways. They're $8. They even have ones with like little silver or brass ends instead of the clear end. So you could say, wow, instead of $2.50 to $3, for just regular laces you might pick up at the store around here, they're $8. Wow, that's almost triple the price. Another way to look at it is it's only a couple bucks more, to get the best of something. So, there's not a lot of things you can get out there where, the difference in cost from the standard, run-of-the-mill product to the best you can get is just only a matter of about, $4 or $5. So I think it's well worth the investment, especially when you feel the quality of them. Some of you may feel it's not and it's really stupid and there's no difference, but some people are willing to, purchase a higher quality dress shirt, higher quality wax, for your shoes, polishes, higher quality paint when you paint your car, higher quality tires when you race. And some people think there's no difference. So it's all personal preference. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. God bless you guys.